Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kwok here. Thanks for clicking the link and watching this video. In this video, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the body scan and how it works if you have never had a scan before, just to give you an overview of what the scan does, how it works, and how it can help you get to your health and fitness goals. So before I get started, I just want to go into my journey. So my name is Kwok. I've been a PT for about 10 years now. My goal is to add value and help my clients get awesome results, right? So in my journey so far, I always loved exercising. Exercise has never been a problem for me. Sometimes when people get started, maybe they're very new to exercise. Exercise is maybe difficult for them, but exercise to me was very enjoyable. The only part that I sort of needed help and support on was the nutrition side of things and understanding what my body was doing. So 4 months ago, I decided to change my body composition. For a long period of time, I thought I was eating healthy and trained, and I thought I was living, a healthy lifestyle. But my body composition didn't look the way I wanted. As you can see, this is 4 months ago, my before photo. Not much muscle definition there, a little bit high body fat and so forth. And I wanted to improve that. And for a long period, I thought, my eating was good, and I was wondering why my body composition was not changing until I got a scan. And the machine is called InBody 570. That's the machine I have, and that's what I personally have been using. This scan shows me my muscle mass and my body fat. So I knew if I wanted to change the way I look in my body composition, if I wanted to build more lean muscle and be more tone and reduce my body fat, I needed to understand where my muscle is and how much body fat I had. And so when I jumped on the scan, it showed me exactly how much body fat and muscle I had in my body. So as I went on my journey, I implemented other strategies through nutrition, exercise, and also accountability. And that really helped me get amazing results. So over the 4 months, this is my progression. As you can see, my body fat started to get lower. I started to become leaner, and also I actually maintained my muscle as well. Didn't lose any muscle in the 4 months because I knew how much protein I needed. So because of the sheet, the result sheet that I'll explain in a minute. But in that 4 months, I lost 3.8 kilos of body fat. I maintained my muscle at 31.9 to 32 kilos, and went from 15%, as you can see in the first photo, and now my body fat currently is sitting at 9% body fat. It says 10.5 here, but that's a little bit, I made this 3 weeks ago. So I'm actually 9%. And never before in my 10 years of training, guys, I've never been I've never been 10% of body fat ever. And it's because the result sheet and the scanning process has held me accountable to my journey, and I've developed good habits through my nutrition exercise. But I wouldn't have done that if I didn't have the sheet every month or every week to show me that if I'm on track or not, and then make those adjustments. Before, I was just standing on the scales and looking in the mirror, and that's all it was. I didn't really have much tangible things to track my results. Looking in the mirror and standing on scales is really not that tangible to really see my progress. But now, once I got the sheet, I can see exactly how much muscle. So if I gained or maintained muscle, okay, my protein's on point and my eating's correct. If I lost body fat, that means my eating's really good. My calories, I understand the calories and the BMR and so forth. That's good as well. So I'm on track. But if, let's say I do a scan and I lost muscle and I've increased weight, body fat, therefore I need to make those adjustments. Okay. So that's a little bit about my journey. I just want to show you that I've actually implemented the things I've talked about, and I practice what I preach. So hopefully I can give that same information to you guys so you can get results as well towards your health and fitness journey. So 2 important indicators that I talked about there was the muscle and the body fat. Okay, so that's just some information about muscle and body fat. So the body fat takes up more space, can lead to obesity, increased heart risk, diabetes, high blood pressure, and so forth, right? So we all know that. And the muscle takes up less space, it's more dense, it burns more calories. So right now I'm sitting here, I'm burning calories because I have a lot of muscle that the body needs to preserve. So it's constantly working to preserve the muscle. That's why I burn more calories. Okay. So, and also improves bone mass, helps reduce injuries, increases definition, and you're likely to live longer. So the example here is 2 kilos of muscle, 2 kilos of fat. You can see visually that the fat takes up more room in the body, has that sort of bulkier and squishier look, right? Where the lean muscle is very lean and more toned. This is just an example of the body transformation of someone who has high body fat, especially in the stomach area, and they started to reduce their body fat, and that's the end result. Their muscle could be the same, but from the first image to the third image, you can see that it's drastically showing the muscle way more because the body fat is reduced. So I like to start off with an example. So wouldn't you like to know where your health is right now rather than later on? Because later on it could be too late. It could be a point where you go to the doctors and they say you need to make a change or else you're going to have serious health implications. You don't want to let it get to that point. Okay. And an analogy I like to use is, for example, if we're going to Brisbane or Perth in a car, right, and your GPS stopped working, but you winged it and drove anyway, you could be heading in the wrong direction. You could be heading towards Darwin, right? Wouldn't you want to know that you're heading in the wrong direction very early, or instead of like finding out that you're going in the wrong direction once you get to Darwin, right? So you're going like 6 to 7 hours in the wrong direction. So a lot of people, when they get a scan, they're a little bit scared or hesitant because they don't want to know where they're at right now. And I understand that. I didn't want to know where I was either. It's quite daunting when you see your body fat and your muscle and so forth, right? But the biggest step for you, if you're serious about your health goals, that's why you're in gym. That's why you pay for gym membership. That's why you started to eat healthier, because you want to make those changes. So you need to get a scan to actually see exactly where you are so you can have a starting point. Once you have that starting point, then we can implement some strategies around protein, your nutrition, exercise, and so forth. So you can make those adjustments and build healthy habits so you can sustain long term. Okay. So that's that. Then we understand that, the dangers of fat. I'm going to focus on visceral fat at the moment, but being overweight or having high fat is going to lead to health problems, as I said before: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and all these other health problems that we want to avoid. Okay. The visceral fat is a fat I want to focus on, and that's the most dangerous. And in the scan, it actually picks up your visceral fat. Now, the visceral fat is around our organs. So all this fat around our organs is very dangerous because you can think about all the toxins that is in the fat, right? That is pushing against our organs, our vital organs, and eventually it's going to attach to it. Just like this example. This is on the left side is a healthy heart. On the right side is a heart that's fully engulfed in fat. And the longer that is there, the more health problems that you have later on in life. So we want to always minimize body fat, get it down as low as we can, and maintain or increase that lean muscle tissue. So if you've never had a scan, guys, it's very simple. It only takes 60 seconds for me to scan your body. It uses bioelectrical frequency, so just electrical currents that travel through the body and picks up water. So in the muscle, there's water. In the fat, there's certain water, and it picks up the different density. And that's how it measures how much body fat and muscle mass you have. So you basically sit on a scale like this lady here, grab the 2 handles, and it has electric metal plates on the handles and also on the feet, and it measures your arms, your trunk, and your legs. And it will print out a result sheet that you'll see here. So this result sheet, there's a lot of information there. But once you get your scan, I'm going to explain each section and give you action steps that can help you, right? But the main thing you're going to see in your scan is 3 types of shapes. The first shape is a C shape, where you need to make a decision to change your health, because if you keep going like this, it's going to lead to a lot of health problems later on. So that means that your weight's high, your body fat's high, and you have very low muscle. If you keep continuing that route, it's going to get worse and worse, and it's going to be harder for you to reverse that. Okay. The next shape you're going to see is the I shape, where your body weight, your muscle, and your body fat is all in one line. Okay. So you're in a position where you can make some decisions with your strength training to build lean tissue, and also your nutrition, where you can reduce and understand maybe your BMR a little bit more to reduce your body fat. And the last shape we want to work towards is the D shape, where our muscle is quite high and our body fat is lower. Okay, so that's what we're working towards, that D shape where the muscle is high and the body fat is low. Okay, so those are 3 shapes. The next part is the machine, the InBody, is a brand that's backed by a lot of health professionals and doctors. There's a lot of clinical publications about this machine in sports medicine journals, cardiovascular tests, nutrition journals, and so forth. So the machine that I'm using is the health industry standard to really get to show the results for you, and obviously who I'm scanning, to really get them understanding where their body is now and making those decisions with exercise and nutrition. Okay, but I want to show you that slide because a lot of doctors and professionals use this type of technology. The last thing here is the support you'll get. So after you get your scan, you're gonna have a conversation with me. If you can't remember everything, I'll send you a video that explains everything about how much protein you need, the importance of your BMR, how to track your food using the MyFitnessPal app. But the most important thing is your accountability, right? And understanding that this is going to help you get to results. You now have a tangible sheet that can, as a starting point for your health and fitness goals. So next month when we scan, I can see if your nutrition is correct and your exercise is correct. You would maintain your lean muscle mass or increase it, and your body fat will be reduced. That's how I know you're getting results and you're on the right track, right? Remember before how I said in my story that all I did was jump on the scales and looked in the mirror as my sort of accountability? That's very general, right? Because when you jump on the scales, you only see your body weight. You never see your muscle or your body fats. In the machine that I'm going to scan you with, you actually can see the muscle and body fat and make smart decisions about your nutrition and exercise. Okay, so make sure you jump onto this Facebook group. I can give you a little bit more help and support on there. Okay, but if you want more specific nutritional information, make sure you discuss your that with your health practitioner that you're seeing, maybe nutrition or naturopath and so forth. Okay, I'll just give you a general understanding, key principles that you can go through. Now, the last thing is if you want to book a scan, the scans are $40, and it will give you a result sheet. I'll explain everything and send you a video and give you extra support to help you keep accountable along your journey. Remember, guys, we're building good long-term habits. Okay, so if you're at the gym, there might be some posters around with a QR code. You can scan that to book, or you might be on the website right now watching the videos. So below, you'll maybe have to fill in some information about your some details, and then I'll get back to you on when I'm scanning next, on how you can book a scan, or you can email me on the livewellbodyscan@gmail.com. Okay, look forward to seeing you guys, helping you guys get amazing results, and I'll talk to you guys soon.